Hey everyone, welcome to today's discussion on quantum astrology. We stand at a fascinating crossroads, a place where the ancient wisdom of the cosmos meets the cutting-edge revelations of modern science. For millennia, humanity has looked to the stars for guidance, for meaning, for a sense of our place in the grand, intricate tapestry of existence. Simultaneously, we've delved into the very fabric of reality, uncovering the bizarre and beautiful laws that govern the subatomic world. What if these two pursuits, seemingly disparate, are actually two sides of the same cosmic coin? Today we embark on a journey to explore that very question. I'm your host and cosmic energy reader Sanjeev Kumar Mishra. It's my distinct pleasure and profound honor to be guiding you through this fascinating topic. My own explorations into the energetic signatures of the universe and their influence on our lives have led me to believe that we are on the cusp of a paradigm shift in understanding ourselves and our connection to everything around us. Together, we'll navigate the principles of quantum physics as they intertwine with astrological insights, aiming to illuminate a path towards deeper self-awareness, enhanced well-being, and a more holistic view of our reality. Prepare to have your perspectives expanded and your curiosity ignited. Imagine, if you will, an invisible yet all-encompassing energy field that permeates and surrounds every living being. This is the essence of what we call the biofield. In the framework of quantum astrology, the biofield isn't just a passive aura. It's posited as the principal governing agency of the very particles that constitute our physical forms. Think of it like an orchestra conductor, not playing an instrument itself, but guiding and organizing the myriad players, in this case atoms and molecules, into a harmonious symphony. This field is believed to carry information, to respond to both internal and external stimuli, and to be the fundamental interface between consciousness and matter. Understanding its dynamics, its strength, and its coherence becomes paramount. It's a concept that suggests our physical health is deeply intertwined with an energetic architecture. If the biofield indeed holds such a pivotal role, serving as the primary director of particulate behavior within our bodies, then the implications for health and healing are truly profound and far-reaching. This perspective naturally elevates the importance of subtle energy therapies, practices designed to interact with, balance, and harmonize this biofield. Modalities such as acupuncture, Reiki, sound healing, or even specific meditative practices could then be seen not merely as complementary alternatives, but as interventions that address the very blueprint of our well-being. By working with this governing field, we might be able to influence cellular processes, promote self-regulation, and foster an environment conducive to profound healing, moving beyond purely biochemical models of health. Consider the human being not as an isolated entity, a closed system separate from its environment, but rather as an open ecosystem, constantly exchanging energy and information with the universe around it. This perspective suggests we are intricately, undeniably entangled with what physicists call the vacuum fluctuation field, the baseline energy of empty space, teeming with potential. This isn't just a poetic notion. It implies a tangible, bidirectional connection, a continuous dialogue between our individual energetic systems and the vast cosmic web. This profound entanglement means that the shifts and rhythms of the universe, from the quantum foam to galactic energies, could potentially resonate within us, influencing our very biology and consciousness. We are, in a very real sense, children of the cosmos, sharing the same fundamental energetic breath. The ramifications of existing as such an open, entangled ecosystem are truly mind-expanding, particularly when we consider the potential for influencing our own biological processes. If we are indeed so deeply connected to this universal field, could we learn to consciously interact with it to, for instance, decelerate the aging process or accelerate healing mechanisms? The idea is that by attuning ourselves to these fundamental cosmic energies, perhaps through specific practices, intentions, or technologies, we might tap into a wellspring of regenerative potential. This doesn't negate biological realities, but suggests an additional layer of influence, a quantum leverage point for optimizing our vitality and resilience, making us active participants in our dance with time and health. For a long time, the prevailing view in biology was one of genetic determinism, the idea that our DNA is an immutable blueprint dictating our health and destiny. However, the revolutionary field of epigenetics has dramatically reshaped this understanding. Epigenetics reveals that our genes are more like a complex switchboard with various switches that can be turned on or off by environmental factors, lifestyle choices, and even our thoughts and emotions. This empowers individuals in an unprecedented way, suggesting that we can actively influence our health destiny, rather than being passive recipients of a fixed genetic lottery. It's a liberation from the often fatalistic dogmas of purely conventional medicine, opening doors to proactive wellness. Your choices, it turns out, can speak directly to your genes, guiding their expression. This newfound power lies in making conscious choices that guide us towards a new, healthier path. Imagine your lifestyle as the conductor of your genetic orchestra. The foods you eat, the exercise you undertake, the stress you manage, or don't, and the thoughts you cultivate all send signals that can modify epigenetic markers. These markers in turn influence how your genes behave, potentially silencing genes that predispose to illness or activating those that promote vitality. Quantum astrology might further suggest that our alignment with cosmic energies, our intentionality, and our conscious state can also be powerful epigenetic modulators, adding another layer to how we can sculpt our biological reality and reclaim agency over our well-being. One of the most mind-bending, yet experimentally verified phenomena in quantum physics is entanglement, what Einstein famously called spooky action at a distance. Imagine two particles linked in such a way that measuring a property of one instantaneously influences the property of the other, no matter how far apart they are. This isn't science fiction, it's a fundamental feature of our quantum reality. Quantum astrology proposes that this principle of interconnectedness isn't limited to subatomic particles, but extends to biological systems and consciousness. Entanglement, in this view, could facilitate an incredibly efficient and subtle form of information transfer, enhancing coherence within and between living systems. This interconnectedness suggests that separation might be more of an illusion than a fundamental reality. The potential implications of entanglement for healing are truly exciting. If information can indeed be transferred non-locally and instantaneously, and if coherence, a state of harmonious order, is crucial for health, then entanglement could be a key mechanism in accelerating healing processes. When coupled with biofield technologies, devices, or practices designed to interact with our subtle energy systems, the effects might be amplified. Imagine therapies that leverage entanglement to restore coherence across a disordered biological system or to transmit healing information directly to cells. While still an emerging area of exploration, the principles of quantum entanglement offer a compelling framework for understanding how such rapid and profound healing transformations might be possible. Building upon the concept of entanglement, we delve into the fascinating realm of non-local connections. The Einstein-Podolsky-Rosen (EPR) paradox, initially a thought experiment challenging quantum mechanics, ultimately highlighted these very real non-local correlations. Connections that seem to transcend the classical limitations of space and time. If two particles can be linked in such a profound, instantaneous way, what does this imply for more complex systems, like human consciousness or biological organisms? Quantum astrology explores the idea that these non-local effects are not just quantum curiosities, but may underpin phenomena that have long been observed but poorly understood within conventional frameworks. The universe, it seems, possesses a fabric of interconnectedness that defies our everyday intuition about separation. These non-local connections, as demonstrated by the principles underlying the EPR paradox, significantly pave the way for a more rigorous exploration of distant healing and communication. If information or a harmonizing influence can indeed bridge vast distances without degradation or time delay, then practices like intercessory prayer, remote healing sessions, or even intuitive communication might find a plausible scientific footing. This doesn't mean we understand all the mechanisms yet, but non-local quantum phenomena provide a tantalizing glimpse into how intention and consciousness could exert effects beyond the immediate physical vicinity of an individual, opening up new avenues for therapeutic intervention and a deeper understanding of our interconnected existence. Classical physics often paints a picture of a deterministic universe, where cause and effect follow predictable linear pathways. However, the quantum world introduces an element of inherent unpredictability and discontinuity, the quantum leap. In the context of what we might call quantum medicine, or a quantum astrological approach to well-being, this translates into phenomena like spontaneous recovery from illness, where individuals experience healing that defies conventional prognoses, or sudden epiphanies, moments of profound insight that can transform one's life path in an instant. These are not gradual changes. They represent significant, often unexpected shifts in state. These events challenge the notion that our future is rigidly predetermined by past conditions. Such quantum leaps directly challenge the deterministic constraints that often limit our perception of what's possible in healing and personal transformation. They suggest that our biological and conscious systems are not entirely bound by slow, incremental change, but possess the capacity for rapid, systemic reorganization. These occurrences present novel pathways for healing, implying that under certain conditions, perhaps related to shifts in consciousness, energy field coherence, or profound intention, the system can jump to a new, healthier state of being. This opens up a more hopeful and dynamic view of human potential, where transformative change is always a possibility, not just a distant dream. Let's journey to the very foundation of reality, as understood by modern physics, the quantum vacuum. Far from being an empty void, the quantum vacuum is now understood as a seething plenum of fluctuating energy, a boundless reservoir from which particles can spontaneously emerge and disappear. Quantum astrology posits that this fundamental level of existence isn't just a backdrop for physical phenomena, but serves as a primary wellspring of coherence, a source of order, harmony, and organized energy. Tapping into, or aligning with, this quantum vacuum could theoretically enhance our own energy levels, and what we often refer to as life force, or vital elan. It's like finding the source code of cosmic energy, the baseline hum of the universe. If the quantum vacuum is indeed such a potent source of coherence, its role in biological systems could be transformative, particularly in rectifying issues of discoherence. Illness and dysfunction from this perspective can often be seen as states of diminished coherence, where the harmonious interplay of bodily systems is disrupted. By understanding and perhaps learning to interface with the quantum vacuum's inherent organizing principles, we might find ways to restore coherence at the biological level. This could involve technologies or practices that help our biofield resonate with this fundamental order, thereby promoting self-healing and optimizing the flow of vital energy throughout our being, addressing the root causes of imbalance. Quantum physics, with its revolutionary concepts, does more than just describe the behavior of subatomic particles. It fundamentally alters our understanding of matter, energy, and information. It reveals scientific concepts that allow us to begin comprehending our subtle energetic nature. Ideas like wave-particle duality, where everything exhibits both wave-like and particle-like properties, the existence of pervasive quantum fields, and the role of the observer in shaping reality, all point towards a universe, and by extension, a human being, that is far more energetic and interconnected than classical models suggest. This isn't just abstract theory, it has profound implications for how we view ourselves. We are not just collections of molecules, but complex dynamic patterns of energy and information. This deeper, quantum-informed understanding of our energetic essence establishes a robust foundation for a truly holistic human anatomy and a more integrative approach to medicine. If we recognize that our physical body is interpenetrated and sustained by a complex web of energy fields, biofields, meridians, chakras, as described in various traditions, then health interventions must also address this energetic dimension. Integrative medicine, which seeks to combine the best of conventional treatments with evidence-informed complementary therapies, finds a strong conceptual ally in quantum physics, as it validates the idea that influencing these subtle energies can have tangible effects on physical, mental, and emotional well-being. The power of the mind, particularly focused intention and heartfelt prayer, has been a subject of human experience and inquiry for millennia. Quantum astrology explores how these seemingly intangible forces might facilitate tangible healing. While the precise mechanisms are still areas of active research and debate, quantum principles like observer effect, where the act of observation influences the observed system, and entanglement, suggesting deep interconnectedness, offer potential frameworks. Could focused intention create a coherent energetic signal that influences biological processes towards harmony? Could prayer tap into a collective field of consciousness that supports healing and well-being? These are profound questions this emerging field seeks to address. The focused mind, it appears, may be a far more potent instrument than we commonly realize. Beyond individual effects, there's the compelling idea that our collective consciousness actively shapes the world's consciousness, and perhaps even reality itself. If individual thoughts and intentions can have an impact, imagine the amplified effect of many minds focused on a common positive outcome. This emphasizes the profound interconnectedness of healing, not just our own, but that of our communities and the planet. Each positive thought, each healing intention, contributes to a larger resonant field. Quantum astrology encourages us to consider our roles not just as individuals seeking wellness, but as co-creators of a more harmonious and healthy collective experience, recognizing that our inner states ripple outwards. In our quest for optimal health and well-being, having measurable indicators can be incredibly valuable. Quantum astrology suggests that monitoring aspects of consciousness, particularly through tools like biofeedback, can provide such insights. Biofeedback devices allow us to observe in real-time physiological processes that are normally unconscious, such as brainwave patterns, heart rate variability, skin conductance, or muscle tension. By observing the level of coherence, the degree of order, harmony, and synchrony, within these systems, we gain a valuable marker for our current health potential and our progress towards greater psychophysiological balance. It's like having a dashboard for your inner state, allowing you to navigate towards greater harmony. This ability to monitor and observe coherence is not just for assessment, it serves as a powerful guide, empowering individuals to actively steer themselves towards optimal wellness. When you can see how certain thoughts, emotions, or practices like meditation or specific breathing techniques influence your internal coherence, you gain direct experiential knowledge of what supports your well-being. This feedback loop allows for a more personalized and effective approach to health management, moving beyond generic advice to tailored strategies that enhance your unique energetic signature and foster a sustained state of vitality, resilience, and alignment within the quantum astrological framework. As we draw this exploration to a close, it's clear that the principles we've discussed today offer a truly transformative lens through which to view our existence. These principles highlight the intricate relationships between quantum physics, consciousness, and human health, offering new perspectives on healing and well-being that extend far beyond purely mechanistic models. From the biofield's governing influence to the non-local power of entanglement and the mind's capacity to shape our epigenetic destiny, quantum astrology invites us to consider ourselves as dynamic, energetic beings deeply interwoven with the fabric of the cosmos. We've journeyed through the potential of the quantum vacuum as a source of coherence, the significance of our subtle energetic nature, and the profound impact of intention, both individual and collective. The ability to monitor and enhance our own coherence offers a practical pathway to embodying these principles. This journey into quantum astrology is not about discarding established knowledge, but about integrating it with a wider, more holistic understanding, one that acknowledges the mysteries and the immense potential that lie at the intersection of mind, matter, and the universe. The implications are empowering, suggesting that we are not merely passive observers of our health and reality, but active participants with the capacity to influence our well-being in profound ways. As this emerging field continues to develop, it promises to unlock even deeper insights into our place in the cosmic dance. Thanks for watching this video. I encourage you to continue exploring, questioning, and discovering the incredible connections that shape your life.